Yeah, out of deep end. Out of deep end. Auto. Control both autos. Engine command override off. Engine arm off. 413 is in. Engine arm is off. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Houston is many things. It's diverse, progressive, economically thriving, and entirely affordable. It's the next great world city. Houston is one of the most exciting cities in the Texaplex. What is the Texaplex? It's the triangular region of Texas that comprises Houston, Dallas-Fort Worth, San Antonio, and Austin. It's where 80% of the 24 million Texans live. Houston's position in the Texaplex is built on key benefits that the city enjoys. We call each of these a Texaplex advantage. Houston's first Texaplex advantage, its size. With a growing population of 5.7 million, the Houston metro area alone has more residents than 32 states. It's the largest city in the southern United States and the fourth largest overall. Throughout the 20th century, Houston was the fastest growing city in the nation, and by the year 2030, the population will grow another 30%. There's plenty of room for all this growth. The 600 square miles that make up the city of Houston could contain the cities of New York, Washington, D.C., Boston, San Francisco, Seattle, Minneapolis, and Miami. The real Texaplex advantage of Houston's size is its economy. If Houston were an independent nation, and don't think we haven't considered it, it would rank as the world's 30th largest economy. This massive population and economy support the 6th largest airport system in the world, serving more than 51 million passengers each year. The city's public transportation system operates more than 1,400 accessible buses and a 7.5-mile rail line. It also boasts the nation's 3rd largest fleet of taxis. Follow a taxi on a Monday morning and you may see a passenger dropped off at any one of the 29 Fortune 500 companies that call Houston home. Which brings us to Houston's next Texaplex advantage: business. Second only to New York City in the number of Fortune 500 companies, Houston is also home to 16 of the Fortune 100 fastest growing companies. Last year, Houston was the #1 city for job creation in the nation. Look at the accolades. Biz journals rank the top 10 labor markets in the nation and put Houston at #1. Forbes.com named Houston as one of the top 10 up-and-coming tech cities. The Center for Women's Business Research named Houston the fastest growing metropolitan area for women-owned businesses. And the list goes on. Seems like everybody's in on the secret. The Texaplex advantage is real, and Houston is taking full advantage of it. Which may explain why the Texas Medical Center in Houston is the largest medical center complex in the world. 5 million patients each year visit the center, which boasts over 20 million square feet of space and employs more than 50,000 people. The MD Anderson Cancer Center is U.S. News & World Report's #1 cancer treatment facility in the U.S. With the local economic impact already at $10 billion, the expanding healthcare economy will likely be a boon for the center and the city. Just next to the Texas Medical Center stands Reliant Center, one of 2 convention centers in Houston that together comprise nearly 2.5 million square feet of meeting space for conventions and education. This is in addition to the more than 60 colleges, universities, and other degree-granting institutions that call Houston home. There's 360,000 students enrolled at these institutions, and many of them will likely stick around after finishing their degrees, since Forbes ranks Houston first on the list of best cities for college graduates. With more than 5,000 energy-related firms, Houston is known by many as the energy capital of the world. But it's not all just big oil. Houston's focus on energy has resulted in a progressive, modern approach to energy creation. 32% of the city's electricity load is purchased from wind energy. The EPA's Green Power Partnership named Houston the #1 municipal purchaser of green power in the nation. This is just an example of another Texaplex advantage Houston possesses: a progressive attitude. Houston's progressive attitude may have something to do with the fact that the city is home to the nation's third largest concentration of consular offices, representing 86 countries. More than 90 languages are spoken throughout the Houston area, revealing the city population's various ethnic and religious backgrounds, as well as a growing international community. Houston is the fourth largest city in the United States, and with the election of Mayor Anise Parker, it is the largest city with a female mayor. By now, you're probably thinking that Houston sounds like a great place to live. You'd be right. That's part of the Texaplex advantage. The weather is warm. It drops below freezing only 18 days a year. All this sunshine means you can work on your golf game 365 days a year at one of more than 165 public and private golf courses. Golf isn't the only sport you'll find in Houston. Houston has a professional team in just about every sport. But if sports isn't your thing, there's still plenty to do. Houston's 17-block theater district is second only to New York City. Home to 8 performing arts organizations with more than 12,000 seats, Houston offers world-class, year-round entertainment in all major performing arts. If you'd rather spend more time outdoors, you'll be happy to know that Houston ranks first among the nation's most populous cities in total acreage of parkland. Boat enthusiasts find plenty to love in Houston as well. Located 50 miles from the Gulf of Mexico and just 30 minutes from the 2,000-acre Clear Lake destination, it's no wonder Houston has the third largest pleasure boat basin in the United States. After a full day enjoying all Houston has to offer, you can really work up an appetite. Fortunately, you're in the right place to eat. ForbesTraveler.com named Houston one of the best restaurant cities in America, and Houstonians agree. They eat out more than residents of any other city from a selection of more than 10,000 restaurants. With such an array of entertainment and lifestyle opportunities, it may surprise you to learn how affordable Houston is. Houston's overall after-taxes living costs are 12% below the national average. Its housing costs alone are 26% below the average. This bang for the buck you get from living in Houston probably explains why Houston ranked first on Forbes' list of best cities to buy a home. In fact, Kiplinger's Personal Finance recognized Houston as the #1 city to live and work in the entire United States, based on its strong economy, abundant jobs, reasonable living costs, and all the fun things to do. Houston is a city of incredible opportunity, where great things continue to happen. As the energy capital of the world, with the largest medical center, one of the largest ports, the 6th largest airport system, and the 2nd largest concentration of Fortune 500 companies, Houston provides incomparable employment opportunities in nearly all the major growth industries: energy, healthcare, engineering, transportation, and science. It's a diverse and progressive city with an unstoppable economy. Its highly diversified industrial sectors, thriving economy, and low inflation give Houstonians a high standard of living. Of course, the food and entertainment options certainly help. All this adds up to one giant Texaplex advantage. Houston is a city of infinite possibilities.